comes with mixed reaction. You're thrilled to get some freedom back and send the kids to preschool, but it's a tough time of realization that you're handing your precious bundles of joy over to someone else for part of the day. To help make this whole process easier for you and your child, we turn to contributor and family expert Natoya Green. She joins us this morning. Good to see you as always.
Good to see you too, Curly.
So this is near and dear to your heart, I'm guessing, right? Come this fall, your triplets go to preschool.
Well, they actually started preschool last fall.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
So what are they now? Are they 3 or 4?
They are going to be 4 in September.
Going to be 4. So
yes.
How early do we send our kids to preschool now?
Some families started too. It's getting younger and younger.
I was going to say, I guess I thought the magic age was like 3, maybe 4. So they actually have a jump. You're a pro then.
Absolutely.
You've been here, done that.
Yeah, absolutely. And my kids had a great year. And I think one of the takeaways I got from this year is that preschool readiness doesn't happen automatically.
Okay.
There are things that every parent should be doing this summer to prepare their child for preschool.
All right. Well, it's not too late. We've got the summer. So you mentioned getting a jump start. How do you do that literally?
Well, some preschools do actually offer a summer program or summer camp. And if your child's preschool does offer that, enroll. It's worth it. Because it's going to get your child acclimated to the school culture, the school rules, and maybe even make some new friends. So take advantage of summer camps and toddler enrichment programs to get them ready to the idea of being in school.
Good point. Then it's familiar. It's not that first day of school butterfly, verging on terrifying kind of feeling for them. Another thing you say is practice makes perfect. What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, whether your child is going to school half day or full day, you really need to get your child ready to be alert in school. So practice a sleep schedule at least 2 weeks before they start school so that you know how much sleep your child needs and if they need a nap or if they don't need a nap, so they can be alert and be at their best in school.
Yeah, the napping thing's going to have to adjust to a new schedule.
Absolutely.
That's a big deal.
It's tough.
Work starts at home. I know you're a big believer in starting with those small chores and working up to bigger ones as they get older, and that works really well. So how does this tie into prepping for preschool?
Well, you know, learning to follow directions is a huge part of being successful in school. And so when you give a child age-appropriate chores at home, it really gives them the opportunity to do that. So it's like setting the table, helping you to put groceries away, and certainly putting your toys away. It's going to make them a better citizen at home and make them better able to follow directions in school.
Yeah, and they do. They really do want to please and do want to learn. So giving them that little bit of responsibility, they tend to thrive. I was practicing some of what I learned from you last time.
Good.
It's going well. All right, so play date. Kids love them. They have a lot of fun. It's great for the parents, too, because they, you know, it's nice to see the socialization of their child developing while the kid is having fun as well. Is this a good thing to help warm up to preschool?
Absolutely. Socialization is a huge part of preschool. In fact, teachers are going to be looking to see that your child is able to do that successfully.
Oh, really? So they're kind of counting on that?
Oh, no, seriously. They're looking at it, and it's a part of the evaluation process in terms of kindergarten readiness. So you really want to get a jump start on this as well. So you want to schedule as many play dates as you can throughout the summer. And I think a key thing is if you can find out or if you know which kids will be in your child's class, those are the families you want to contact first for a play date.
And it makes a big difference. Haven't you found this, becoming friends with the families? You're sort of in class with your child.
Absolutely.
You're friends with the parents. You're involved. Everybody gets to know each other. I think the kids thrive on that as well. So that's a good relationship.
Kids thrive anyway off play dates. It's such a huge part of development. And certainly if they're able to make friends before they start school, it helps with separation anxiety. So it's a huge, huge thing that should never be overlooked. And the best part is it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just an investment of time.
Okay, what about the parents at home right now watching their toddler like all over the house right now as we're talking about this?
Yeah.
How do you get your toddler to sit still and learn some of these different lessons and not realize that, and realize that sometimes, you know, it's playtime, but it's also quiet time, listening time, obeying time?
Absolutely. You can't.
It's hard.
It's so important, and teachers are looking for that as well. So get a toddler table. It's so important. And so
what do you mean by toddler table?
Well, you can just buy a toddler table off.
Oh, literally a table made for kids.
Amazon, anything that you could, you know, any store, you set it up. They're fairly inexpensive. Some can be more expensive, but it's worth it. They need to sit there. They need to learn how to do activities like whether it's Play-Doh or painting or coloring, just sitting there and being still. Learning how to sit still is huge in preschool. And if your kids aren't doing that, it's going to be a problem.
And just in our last 10 seconds here, you have some great books. I love this one, Llama Llama, Mrs. Mama.
Isn't that the best book?
It is a good one.
I love it. Yes. Reading is so important. Anyway, I'm a big reader, you know, with my kids.
And it shows, right? It rubs off on the kids.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it really teaches them about new things, and it's a great way to introduce new concepts, tough developmental stages like starting school, and that's a great book about starting school.
The triplets are in preschool. I can't believe it.
Yeah, and they're thriving.
I'm
by the way. So happy. Yeah.
I love seeing the pictures.
Thank you.
Awesome. Natoya, good to see you.
Good to be here.
All right, stormy, rainy, and wet weather today.